Once Upon a Time in Morningside is a very personal book for me. It's the first autobiographical book that I've written, and it's set in the Morningside area of Edinburgh where I grew up. And we see in the book 14 scenes, 14 anecdotes of real things that happened to me and my brothers and my friends when we were kids growing up there. And we also see an adult me, an adult Sean, floating above the scenes and observing those childhood scenes somehow, magically, and then making my adult observations on the things which happened, expressing his feelings about all those little scenes. Now, there's no wars that happen, no real ones anyway. Nobody has any terrible diseases. There's no disasters. It's all about the 1,000 little incidents, little adventures that happen to all of us. The small joys and the intimate sadnesses. Stories like my friend and I running away from a loud screech we hear in the woods. I've worked with Hanna Stromberg on this book, an artist from Sweden, in Malmo in Sweden, which is an area I know well, as I went to university as an international student there, up the road from her in Lund. And she's done a wonderful job of bringing my childhood stories and feelings alive. And what we're trying to do now is Shane from Scar Comics is organising this Kickstarter drive to help us with the printing and the production costs and to get the money needed to publish this book, Once Upon a Time in Morningside. So, please help us out.
I very much enjoyed working on Once Upon a Time in Morningside. Sean Michael has created a really nice story, or stories I should say, because each chapter is an episode that's complete in itself. And together they form a bigger picture. Personally, I'm not a big fan of action-packed adventures that revolve around some big conflict. So I really like this book because it's peaceful. It conveys the feeling of remembering your childhood. I've never been to Edinburgh myself. I would like to go sometime, but I haven't yet. So I've been using Google Street View very much. And also Sean has sent me pictures of what it looked like back then. When I drew this, I would start by making so-called thumbnails, which is a small layout sketch of each page. So each thumbnail is 2 or 3 inches across. And these I would scan, put in the text so that I knew how big each speech balloon had to be. Then I blew it up, printed it in A4, and based on that I would make a more detailed pencil drawing. Then I would scan that and edit it if needed, and then I would print it out in size A3, and based on that I would ink, using paintbrush and liquid ink. Yeah, if you support us, then depending on how much you pledge, you will get drawings by me. Yeah, so please support us. Thank you.